What's going on out there, guys? America, all the countries around the world. I know you guys already heard the news already about the mass shooting down in Orlando, Florida, where the gunman uh, Omar Mateen he killed over 50 people right now, at least 50 people, and about 53 injured in the hospital right now. And I think the numbers are just going to keep adding up. The people that were injured, who knows if they're in critical condition or stable condition. So we're still trying to get the information about the people that are injured and the death toll right now, right? So man, this is crazy. I mean, as an American, right? You guys around the world, you know that we are the country where the mass shootings take place for the most part. Besides, Paris and other places that just had some things go down, but we're known for the mass shootings. Say Virginia Tech, Sandy Hook, in Connecticut, and so on and so on, the Columbines of the world. This is just a sad story. So when I was actually eating breakfast this morning and I heard the news, and to be honest, it didn't shock me, and I think for most Americans out there, you guys can agree to that. And it's just pretty sad that we as people have become immune to the news of mass shootings that are happening in the United States. And I just feel that we as a country, there's always someone trying to top the next person, right? Meaning, let's say Virginia Tech in 2007, they had, I think, 32 fatalities. So there's always somebody out there to say, you know what, I want to top this person. I want to have 33 or more, right? So this guy, Omar Mateen, he lived, was it Fort Pierce, Florida? This was about 120 miles away from this club called Pulse Orlando, which was a gay club. So a lot of people are just wondering, even on the news. I had a few friends that just messaged me and asked, was he gay or how did he know about the club? I mean, at the end of the day, I personally think, and just in my opinion, guys, again, the information is still being gathered by the FBI. The president has been briefed. He has gone on CNN to speak about the act of terror, and so I personally think, obviously, if he had some connection to ISIS, or he was, I think they call them sympathizers, whatever, because everybody's trying to prove themselves to ISIS and have some kind of allegiance with them, and just prove themselves like, hey, I belong on a team, and this is how I want to show you what I can do. And if I can do this, pull this off, will you take me? But little do these, terrorists know that they're not coming out alive. They're gonna get killed, right? If you kill people, you know, the authority, they're gonna kill you as well. So they're not coming out alive. So for you to, say I want to be down with ISIS, I mean, good luck to that. Is this amazes me and it's crazy. So our hearts, our prayers goes out to all the families out there that have lost someone last night in the club, and or people that were injured that he held hostage and was shooting them. And a lot of people have come out. The individuals that were in the club, they're telling their stories how the shots just rang off and off after another. They never heard that many shots before. It went as long as a song, right? And it just amazes me. But my thing about this, again, we're so immune to hearing this. It's not shocking to me, and it's sad that I say that. But what I was first thinking was that, you know what, I am a Democrat. Most of you guys already know, and it's like, as a Democrat, we want to, have more gun control and things like that, which I understand. However, there's a however with this, guys. I feel that if people in this club were armed, I'm not, I understand people, yeah, if everyone has a gun, people would be shooting and killing each other like the Wild Wild West. I get that. However, somebody comes in, this guy Omar Mateen comes in with an assault rifle, handguns, and other devices, right? And he starts shooting at people. Guess what? If you're armed, you can protect yourself, and that's the problem I'm having being in my own country. I don't feel safe. No one feels safe anymore because if I'm number one, I live in New Jersey now, but in New York, New Jersey, same kind of gun laws, strict gun laws. If I have a gun, I'm going to jail for about 2, 3 years, right? So, but what if we want to protect ourselves? The city is not trying to hear that. The state's not trying to hear that. However, look what's going on in Florida. Look what's going on out there around the country. People just getting murdered and mass shootings and all this other shit. It bothers me. I think that we need to protect ourselves, and I think the government really needs to look at how we do things moving forward. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not armed for my own defense, to protect myself, to go home to my family, when you call 911, guys, I'm from the Bronx. You call the cops, they're not coming for at least 30 minutes. By that time, you're already dead. So I just feel that the people in the club, gay or not gay, I don't care what their sexuality is. That doesn't. They're still human beings, right? If they were armed, they would have been able to defend themselves, right? So let's talk about a little about why this guy Omar Mateen did this, right? Why did he pick this club? Why did he pick Orlando, Florida? And he lived 120 miles away. So I was thinking, obviously it's one of the largest gay clubs in Florida, especially in Orlando, right? So I was wondering, like, why would he do that, right? Again, especially being ISIS, he probably had hatred. It was a hate crime. It's just my opinion, guys. Um, it was definitely a hate crime towards gay individuals, and he just goes in a club, like busts the door down and start just blazing, just guns blazing, right? And it's just sad that these people didn't have protection. There was like one security guard, I think somebody working there, that had a gun. It's like, come on. I just think, we as a country need to do better than that. And I'm happy that officers took this guy down, Omar, and, he's dead now. I know he knew he wasn't coming out alive, guys. And, because when you go out there and you're trying to have a mass shooting, either you're going to get killed or you're going to, commit suicide and kill yourself. So, again, it doesn't matter if it was against gays or whatever. The bigger point to this story is we need to be armed. Again, guys, if you're not in a situation, you'll say, no, if everyone had a gun, then, we'd just be killing each other. Yeah, but you got to know how to do it. You got to be train yourself. Obviously if the laws were changing, right? So, definitely if people could be armed, you train yourself how to use the gun, and you use it for your protection only, not for road rage. Oh, somebody cut you off, you want to shoot them. Nah, it's not about that. I mean, yeah, you're going to have knuckleheads that will try that kind of garbage, but it's bigger than that, right? Because me, I want to go home to my family. I don't want to go somewhere, a club or whatever, and feel like I can die tonight. That's why I don't really go to the clubs. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're in a club. It's massive people in there, 300 to 500 people in there. It's packed, jam packed. You could barely move. And just think about it, guys. If something goes down, you're stuck. You've heard of clubs, happen in New York where somebody burned down clubs. You know what I mean? They had a situation, an argument with the girlfriend, and he wanted to get her back, and he closed the door and put the club on fire. This happened years ago, and then all the people died, and it's like, what the, it's freaking crazy. You're not safe anymore. America is not safe. And not to say it was safe anyway, because we're not going to go there on this video, right? Police brutality, racism, things like that. We're not going to go there. However, with these mass shootings, we're just not safe as a country, and we already have enough stress, enough things to worry about in our lives when it comes to bills, going to work, our families, and relationships, and, our religion, things like that. And this is the last thing we need is like, okay, when I walk out the house, can I get shot? Can I get shot going to work or whatever? And it's just to tell you guys, life ain't guaranteed for nobody. Let's live for today, people. Let's strive to be the best. But again, the story is really sad, and I really hope to God that things do change, meaning the laws on how we do things. Again, I believe that we need to bear arms. I don't know what the government, what is it going to take for the government to understand that what has been happening hasn't worked. Like, what's going down, like, we have no assistance. The only time we're getting assistance when the government wants to do something is when so many people die, and they say, oh, we're gonna lock this down, we're gonna have, like, now there's a was a gay pride, I think, festival in Washington. Oh, we're gonna have more security for that. But why does it have to take people dying to act? I learned this in sales years ago, right? I used to sell cars years ago. I remember my good old manager used to tell me, he know who he is. He said, Javon, you need to be proactive instead of reactive. And I didn't understand what that meant. until I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And I get it. He's saying go out and get it. Don't wait, because if you wait for it, then it's too late. Just go out and get it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want something to happen and say, you know what, let me do something now. Then it's too late. Just be proactive. And I think as a country, especially if we're a superpower, with we protect other countries and things like that. We have the best military. So why are we having the most mass shootings? It makes you just want to leave this country. I mean, yeah, this is the greatest country in the world. Believe me, I love my country. I've been here 32 years, all my life, right? I'm just trying to wonder where the future holds, especially for my daughter being 5 years old. What does the future hold for her and her little friends and people out there, the young kids out there, for their future? It's just pretty scary. So tell me what you guys think. Do you guys feel safe anymore, or if you never felt safe at all? But I want to know what you guys think about these mass shootings. Have you become immune to it? And do you think there's going to be a change? In my opinion, no, there's not. The only time there's going to be a change if they change the gun laws and let people bear arms. And you know what? They'll protect themselves. And these people that think they're going to come and start shooting and killing people and they're defenseless, they'll think twice. Believe me, this shit has to stop. Take care, guys. Love you.